Hello.
Oh, I'm not hearing a dang thing. Hold on a second. I have not sat at this computer for a long time. So there is some music playing in the background. I have to figure out where it is real quick. I think we're good. Okay. So welcome to our Wellness Grove team meeting. It's going to be mostly just like usual informal today with some co-working, but we're going to talk about the flow workshop that we're going to do team-wide on the 27th. So I'll pull up what we have in Canva. That's what, I mean, when we co-work, I plan to send a newsletter out to the team. I hadn't talked about it yet because for some reason there must have been some communication missed because I was like, Jen, let me know when everything's firmed up. And she may have, and I may have missed it. Um, so I'm glad that Kelly was like, hey, where's the Zoom link? Like, I don't know. Is it happening?
No,
But
Jen's like,
I,
I think everybody invites like 10 people. I'm like, invite 10 people. 10 people. I need this invitation.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I'm going to close a few windows because you would be shocked if you saw how many were open right now. And then I'll make it so I can open my Canva.
Gretchen, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. That was just so weird. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
My video was not up. It was like someone moved the thing at the top so
Oh
you couldn't
yeah,
see.
it gets
And
weird for me on my phone.
I
I
had no idea. I was like, what is happening? I don't understand.
Yeah, I've learned I don't really want to be on Zoom calls on my phone anymore because I don't know how or why, but I end up getting like unmuted a lot and it causes a lot of problems. When I didn't know I've gotten unmuted, no. So it's bad. Okay, so I'm gonna open up my Canva. I put together just a really quick like invitation. Hey Kelly. Um on that, like using what Jen used. I had made like an old one, then I went, oh, she has an actual one. I scrolled through the chat, the old chat. And so I updated that. So on boards, we have the invitation with a Zoom link. So that is easy to share via text or social or anything like that. And then she has what looks like, so I'll open this up and just share my screen. Okay. It's like the invitation and then, okay, I wasn't sure if the Friday one was also happening, but looks like she has invitations for both here. I've only put that one together, but now I'm seeing that when I send the newsletter out, I should have a page for each of them because then it's, who can attend Tuesday in the late afternoon / evening, depending on what time zone, and then who can join Friday. So let me confirm.
We talked about seeing like with the turnaround or with the how many people showed up, and
Right.
that was going to dictate whether or not Friday was going to happen.
Okay. So maybe waiting. Let me
Yeah,
just
because
check.
she said the turnaround wouldn't be so hard. I'm just repeating, Jen. The
Right.
turnaround wouldn't be so hard. So maybe see how many people should, because it's a different time, so it targets people for evening, maybe, or no, morning. So if we have to, if not enough people show up or their excuses, it's just too hard that time, then we kind of just
Okay.
mirror what we're doing and
All
start
right. So
promoting
I'll hold
it.
off on that until she responds to my text and then can send this. I'll put a newsletter together, but there's that, and then there's in board. So I thought that's just an old page I had open. Um, okay, so here's where the invite is, and it's simple. It's just that with the Zoom link and the meeting code. And I'll put that inside of the newsletter too. Um, and then as far as Telegram, let me stop share because I can see where I think I can pull up Telegram on here to show like what she'd put into the chat. I never use Telegram on my computer, but I know people do. It's so interesting. You have to like download it for your computer. Okay, drag Telegram to your applications. This is the co-working part, right? Interesting. All right. Well, that was easy enough to do. And then it makes you open it on your device and then link it. Setting devices. Link desktop device. Wow, they make this pretty easy. Okay. And you just have to put your password in. All right. Awesome. Okay, so now I can probably pull up here. Oh, I think I reposted it. Okay. So for this, it looks like we have, she was hoping to find some people that wanted to help speak. So it's not just like one or two of us speaking at the event. It's kind of nice to have different consultants with different perspectives speaking. So we have, let me see, I don't know if you'll even be able to see this on the share screen because it's kind of small. But she was looking to have like a hype lady. So someone throughout the presentation who will hype us up and get the conversation going and give away the free lip balms. So if you look at this here, I want to see if on here. Yep. Okay, it does open up. Will be free gift with purchase. So obviously that's, I'm assuming the quiz thing that she's referring to. And then one of two $50 gift cards or one of 3 lip balms. Does anyone remember specifically what she was talking about? Like, we're just going to have that many of those available. And then is that for, there's one of each at the Glow Workshop given away, or?
Sorry, Gretchen, what is your question?
So Jen had put in the invite here, free gift with purchase. I'm assuming she's referring to the quiz gift, right?
I
But
think the
then
same for, yeah, the quiz.
when one of two $50 gift cards or one of 3 lip balms. So is she saying there's going to be $100 in gift cards given away and 3 lip balms given away?
I think so. Yeah, I think what she was, or my understanding was that the person who was trying to be like the hype person and get people all jazzed and engaged and like, okay, we're gonna, I notice Sally's been asking a bunch of questions and blah blah blah. Sally's gonna get one of our lip balms. Thank you so much
Okay.
for whatever, blah blah. And then the $50 gift cards would be for the people who purchase during this or right after or whatever. I don't know how that works, but they'd be entered into a raffle and 2 of them would get $50 gift cards.
Okay. I love that. So the lip balms are for
The hype.
during the event. And okay, so I think it's actually, in my opinion, important to explain that to people. And that's how I can then go into the boards and edit this, because I don't know. I don't like it when people think something's going to go a certain way. Like, oh, I thought that was going to be gifted at the, it's just not, I like things explained. So I'll add a paragraph into this where I say, um, I'll chat GPT make it prettier.
No water. For the what? Beans.
I'll see how chat GPT can make this look prettier. I'm going to mute myself so that this isn't, well, I guess you guys can hear how I work. We're running a Team Glow workshop, and as part of it, we're going to have some free gifts available. So for those who attend and participate in the live glow workshop on Zoom, we're going to gift 3 lip balms, and how people are going to qualify is by participating in the glow workshop by asking questions in the chat, putting comments in the chat, raising their hands, speaking out, just being active participants. And then there's going to be 2 $50 Olive Tree People gift cards awarded to people who purchase as a result of the Glow workshop. And they're going to be entered into that by just making a purchase after the Glow workshop and having been an attendee to the Glow workshop. Can you put together a quick paragraph explaining these free gifts that's concise and easy to understand, but also gets people excited for the Glow workshop? Oh my God, way too many words. That's too wordy and also looks too much like a paragraph. Can you please put bullet points and make it simpler so that people don't tune out?
Look what I just did.
Huh.
What are you doing, biting your nails?
Listen, I just
Who's
picked.
favorite? Amy, what's your name?
To be fair, you just.
Okay. That I think is better. So let me see, I'll show you guys what it says and then we can decide if this is what we like. Um, oh, I don't like how that's structured. ChatGPT is great, but it still needs a lot of help in my opinion. Let me see if we can make that prettier.
And Gretchen, you're trying to fit that on the actual invite?
No, nope,
Okay.
as, you'll see as like text under it
Gotcha.
on the web
Okay.
page.
Gotcha.
Okay, so let's see if this, I just asked it to make it more visually appealing. So this is what it came up with. I think it's all right, so what that would look like is, oh, wow. Let's hopefully that doesn't look like that because that's not, okay. Let's see when you save it, what it looks like. What?
Hmm.
Okay, oh. Okay, and then I need to move this, so. Now I can add head, like. We'll look at it after to see if it makes sense. So this is gonna end up going under, and then I'll do headlines. This will be this. And we'll see how it looks formatted, because sometimes when you save it, it doesn't look good. All right, I don't like the 2. No, I actually don't like the emoji right there at all. So let's see. Let's read it now to see if it makes sense. Okay, I still see where I want to edit. Because I see here that someone might think that everyone is going to win.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm always looking for the loopholes that I know other people are looking for. Okay. Let's see how we think. Oh, what the heck? Let's see what we think about that.
It seems very clear.
Okay. All right. Well, I think it's just it's more clear at least. The other, I think, didn't have enough information on it, but I didn't even understand what that was. So,
Well, I hope we understood Jen correctly then. You might
well,
want to
I
write
mean,
it
worst
there.
case scenario, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's good. I think it's helpful to get people there to have some of
Yeah.
these things as incentives. So it just helps get people excited. Oh, okay. I can see something else that I want to edit. This says make a purchase afterwards. I think we need to put a time limit on this because with Glow Workshops, we have that 3-day time limit. So make a purchase. I want to make, I almost feel like, I know we have 3 days to submit. So my head is like, we need to put the day and time, make it by this day and time. So this Glow Workshop is on Tuesday, the 27th at 6 p.m. So my time, 24, 48, 72. I think people need to have time to submit. So that would be, in my opinion, by, let's just say noon Pacific on Friday the 30th. What do we think? People need time to submit their stuff. Does that give people enough time, or do you want to have it be,
I think that's an awful lot of time.
okay, is it too much? Do we give people 2 days instead? By like midnight on Thursday, the 29th? And then if we see any other orders come in, we can include them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if the hope is to maybe like bump up sales a little bit for May, we need to make sure it's,
There needs to be urgency, so I think it needs to be by the end of day, the 29th.
That's what I was thinking, like midnight, the 29th.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do that.
yeah, that's enough time.
Okay. One thing that I really wished you could do on boards is like bold, underline, italics, like they need to get that, highlight, something like that. It would be really great. Okay, so make a purchase by 11:59 p.m. Pacific on the 29th. And then as far as how this goes, so let me hear a newsletter. Invite, boards link. I'm gonna put text from invite. What was I just thinking? Oh, I was gonna say consultants submit orders. We need to know, like, I think also we should say that, like, I don't know, this is me again thinking out loud. This is just how Jen and I always work together. So we could totally change. I'm just throwing things out there and you guys let me know, like, no, I don't think so. I feel like we need to have people's consultants on too during this so that they know they're part of it. So it's like, if you want your people to, I mean, we want attendance up there. So again, say no if you guys think not, because I hope you know, many of you don't know me well, but I don't care. I'm not someone that's like, don't shoot down my ideas. Absolutely shoot down my ideas, especially if they're stupid. Like I don't care. So have consultants on, like, I'm trying to think in my head, how do Jen and I know that the purchases that come through are part of this Glow workshop, right? Because there's going to be random purchases that come through from consultants that didn't participate in this. So should their people be winning prizes they didn't even know they were going for? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, I was definitely curious about this because I wanted to post it on, like you're saying, post it on social media. Like I just joined a Facebook
Mhm.
women's entrepreneurial group, but a week ago, I don't know these people. They don't know me. I was like, but I'll throw
Yeah.
it up there.
Yeah.
How would they even know?
I think we just need to know, like, who sent, what consultant invited you, right? So maybe we have them say
Drop in
during
the
the, in
chat
the
box.
chat,
Yeah.
throw up in the chat box who invited you. And then the chat, because I can keep the chat transcript that would have people's names in it, right? But sometimes it's weird where it's only a phone number on there and you don't know who that person is or something like that. But at least we can say, okay, these consultants' names were in here. Some people probably aren't going to be able to attend if they're at some like graduation thing or party, but at least we know the people who attended and the consultant tied to that. So the thing is, for them to qualify for these, they need to attend the live workshop. So see, this is me thinking through it. Maybe it doesn't matter if the consultant attends, although I think it's great to see your faces there and have it look like more people. They don't know who's a consultant and not, and it just adds to the excitement of it all. But maybe people also enter by putting their name and email and who invited them. Because that way, if you guys aren't there, I can follow up with the consultants and be like, you know, Leslie, Jane attended, follow up with her. You know?
You should come and spend time.
So let me put a note about that. I hope you guys can't hear my dogs. Is it canceling them out so you can't hear them?
I don't hear. No.
Good. All right.
The other thing is the consultants who are on there could also help facilitate the conversation. And if it's kind of quiet, like,
Absolutely.
hey, I have a
Answer
question.
questions.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's great. And then we'll say, you know, people also enter in by putting your info in the chat. So I need you all to remind me that that needs to happen. Me and Jen. I'll keep. Let me open up my Canva because I remember seeing that she did this. So we'll see what's here. Okay. I haven't looked at these slides yet. This looks like, okay, so it's for the two different ones.
Oh, see, she
Oh.
has it there.
Okay,
Oh, so it's on
but
that
it doesn't
day.
say the date. So it must be the next day? That's not clear.
Maybe she wants it by that night.
Oh, 12 a.m. So they have to do it by that night. I don't know about you guys. I feel like that's too soon. Like, what if someone needs a cart sent to them? I don't know. What do you guys think?
That's not a
It-
lot of time.
I would give a
No.
day. I mean, I would give at least a day. So if they need to contact their consultant, they can get. I mean, it's not going to be chock full of so much information that they're going to know exactly what they need or want.
Right. So, I mean, we could say, we can just change this. I'm taking some liberties here. 11:59 p.m. Pacific, Pacific on,
Yeah.
we said the 29th, right?
29th.
Okay. 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 And then this one here would be, that's on the 30th at 11 a.m. I think it's fair for that one to say you have to order by midnight because that's end of month,
Yeah.
you know? So if this one ends up happening,
Again?
I think what we do is we'll do a duplicate page. I'll move it behind this one, and then this will be on the 30th, and we'll change the time. Okay. Good. So those are gone through. I know that Melissa is confirmed for the 27th event. I don't know. I mean, Friday, it sounds like hasn't been confirmed, right?
I think so.
Why we are different. Okay.
So can I ask you real quick, Gretchen?
Yeah.
I volunteered to do the why we're different. I'm guessing it's just why we're different. I talk about that one slide right there and that's it.
What is that? I haven't looked at this slide yet.
No, you just were on it.
Oh, right here. Yes,
Uh,
I think
what-
we just talk about waterless. I mean, water, the fact that, and I always say, I know they put waterless, and I just feel like we should always say we don't add water
Okay,
because people see water on the back and then they think liar. But then you
Yeah.
have to explain, no, that's water that's from like the extraction process. So it'd probably be good to explain that too. I think it's also good to explain that this skincare company didn't start with skincare. It started with internals because Thomas recognized the importance of health from the inside out. What else? I just had a thought.
I think there's a page on the internals. Does
There
someone,
probably is, but it's good to just mention it quickly because a
Okay.
lot of people are like, what do you mean? There's something that I could put inside my body that would help my skin. And then I think it's also really good to explain that these products are potent and effective. And originally Thomas's plan was to put them in spas only, kind of like an Eminence Organics.
Mhm.
But then, the pandemic happened and things shifted because people weren't going to spas. So that helps people just understand the origins of how it is a direct
Okay,
to consumer thing now. So that's probably part of your slides too, the water list, right? And then
Yeah, that's
um
fun.
okay, so let me put this on here. I'm gonna go to the chat because you said that, oh, let me find where it went. Here we go. See if it'll let me edit it here. Well, awesome. Okay, so why we are different. So this is going to be Kelly. Riley, great.
Yes.
Do we have someone that wants to be a hype lady? It's always so hard to get in, people to volunteer. Let me see.
Somebody volunteered. I'm looking at it now. Somebody did volunteer, not for that, but for something else. but-
Yeah, Jody volunteered for how to shop.
Oh, there we go. Jody. Yeah.
And
What
then
did you ask to be a what lady? A head lady?
a hype lady.
Oh,
So this
nice.
is throughout the presentation, you'll hype us up and get conversation going and give away the free lip balms. Kind of like, hey, just want to interject and say that Mary's been really involved in the chat and I want to give her a free lip balm. So it's hype lady.
Oh, hype.
But then the other things are we need best products for best price and why now is the time to join. So someone to speak about that. Who we are, OTP history is another one that we need. And if you guys know people who are consultants who just weren't able to make the team meeting today, obviously Jen and I can fill in wherever we need to. It's just always nice to see multiple speakers on. So y'all can think about it too. I'm not gonna force anyone to do. I'm not gonna be picking you and be like you.
Can you scroll, was that it? Did it just end there? Was there
Yeah,
more?
so it was best products for best price, but we'll look at the rest of the presentation too to see what is potentially there. So top skin concerns. And then there's a page on anti-acne. I want to see what she actually has on here. Okay. Those are good starters. And then this one doesn't have a,
Vital.
yeah, that's interesting. Okay, but I saw it back here. It said acne, discoloration, age-related changes. Because I was like, this kind of looks like
Who built
age-
the slides?
These were built by someone that did this that was on either op call or opportunity call, and she shared them. I can't remember off the top of my head who it was. Okay, so discoloration is here, which makes me think that this according to them, was anti-aging, right? Because this one in the order of acne, discoloration, age-related changes.
It looks like that one's all the corrective lines, so that would make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Wow, my dogs are going crazy. So discoloration, 83, 82, 81, 70. I mean, there's lots we could put on there, but yeah, I think it's not to overwhelm people, right? We know we have a lot of choices, and this is where they can go to their consultants for more information as well. Right, so this should have a title on it. Me. I love how age-related changes, because we can't say anti-aging.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, questions. What is your biggest skin concern? What specific questions do you have? Buy 4, get 5th free. And I think it's also cool to be able to explain to people that you can stack this with the quiz gift as well. I just played around with it today because there's someone that was considering enrolling or being a retail. So I'll go on and test it for myself to see if it works. And it really did. I clicked a quiz results link. I added 2 items to the cart, the free lip balm showed up, and then I added 3 more items and it pulled off the least expensive. So there were 2 free items in that.
Nice.
So I'll put here. And then I think we can say in smaller print, duplicate, let me put this in. Brittany. Consultant can explain how. And we can, of course, also explain it during the call, but it's nice for them to be able to if they have any confusion. You know what I can try to do too is I can try to shoot a video, a Vimeo showing that, and maybe put a QR code on here for people to, to that video. So this is slide 16. Showing combined. Our favorites. Okay. Cleanse, prep, treat, protect, boosters. Okay. Getting the best products at the best price. Join the movement. Okay. And I do have a video. Let's see what this one says. Okay, this shows different kits. There's so many kits though. Okay, good. Build your own bundle. And then I have a video for the build your own bundle of how to do it, because that's a little confusing too. It's not intuitive. I wish that when you clicked that option in the enrollment page, it opened you up to the website or something, right? But people actually have to navigate it away on their own. So QR for enroll, build your own. So I can look that up right now too.
Your video helps a lot, Gretchen, so thank you.
I mean, I used it today too. I have someone who's, she said, I'm 69 years old, so I'm not super technologically, and I went, sure, I'll send you a video. She's someone that I think there's certain ages where you just kind of communicate via email. It was, she'd contacted corporate and said, I want someone in Idaho. And so they contacted me and said, can you check with her? And she goes, how does this work if I don't get to see you? And I went, well, it doesn't really matter what state you're in, but I'm glad you're an Idahoan, you know?
Mhm.
Let me see here, Vimeo. Oh, no, I think I put it on YouTube. So I was having problems with Vimeo. So I gotta find it, right? No. Oh, you know what? It's on boards. I wonder if I can just get the link from there. Which this is edit video. There we go. Then I can go back into Canva and apps. Oh, here we go. QR code. There we go. Okay. So this is going to be Ellie. Okay. And then I can do that for the other one on 16. Was it 16? Yes. How to combine the two. So that'll probably get moved up. And then put it. Oh, misspell. Okay, so I just need to add that QR code. I need to fix this spelling error. And then it ends there. Okay. Seems like it's pretty simple. I love when people make a presentation that you can just like amend. So helpful. Is there anything that you guys can think of that you would like to see added that isn't there? I mean, I just thought of something.
Gretchen, sorry, this isn't an ad, but how long do you envision this portion of it taking to then get to Melissa being able to answer questions, or is she answering questions in the middle, or?
Good question. See, maybe Melissa's the one that goes over the anti-acne, discoloration, age-related changes. Maybe that's how it goes. Let me
I
see.
do just being in the field that I'm in, I would suggest not waiting for questions till the end.
Yes, do it
The thing's too
throughout,
long.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my fear is that I know things can get a little wordy, and I think we need to avoid that, right? We need to answer questions directly, have like there's skincare concerns here that are just where's the presentation? Here that we go over. So that should probably be Melissa, right? That makes sense to me that it would be her that's the one that goes over that. So let me edit this. Gonna take
Yeah. Oh, it says Melissa right there. Yeah.
So I think what we do is, I'm just gonna go, Melissa. I'm gonna make it very clear. That was me that put that there, by the way. So that wasn't Jen. So I'm thinking that's what it is. And then I'm sure she can answer questions along the way. And let me see here. I was wondering if we should highlight at the end any of the new products, because we have 3 new products that people could be interested in that could be good starters, or if we want to avoid that, this is where it's like, hey, let's make this a discussion. I don't know about you guys. I love the like hair and scalp oil. I think I, for myself, call it more of a scalp oil. But I love that one. So we could at least highlight the fact that maybe that's something that when you talk about it, Jody, here, because you're talking about these here, hair, you can mention the new hair oil,
Yeah.
because
Yep.
I think most people would love to have thicker, healthier hair,
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
right there. So that's an easy thing to remember. And then for face, very smart. That's the new F91. So great. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Anything else you guys can think of? I'm assuming, Julia, that you were mentioning that because we'll lose people along the way if they don't get their questions answered. And that's where like maybe it's like hype person / let's bring the questions that were asked to the forefront and talk about them now type thing,
Yeah, I actually just got off a virtual workshop that I was teaching, and we went all through on how to deliver a presentation and viewing it not as just a spewing of information, but making it more engaging and interactive. And how
Yeah.
do you do that? By asking questions. So even asking people that are on the workshop, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to your skin? And just getting people engaged, because otherwise people just kind of like tune out,
Right. Right. And I think people also end up seeing themselves in other people. So if they're a little too shy to speak up, but someone else does,
Yeah.
it's gonna, there's going to be probably multiple people that have issues with acne or rosacea or,
Yeah, exactly.
what have you. Are you going to be on the call?
I actually was just typing in the chat because I have to go into a meeting, but I just have to check with my husband to make sure I'm not by myself that night.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And if he's here, then yes, I'll be on it.
Okay. Great. Great.
And
Gretchen, are we going to mention anything about the expansion? The global?
Oh, I think we definitely should. So
'Cause I think that if you're just getting, I mean, it's hopefully going to be a lot of new people, and just to just plant that seed, who knows, people from,
yes.
I
mean,
this is off topic. I just want to go back for 1 second. I don't know if this is possible or who's going to be on the call and how it would work, but I'm wondering, is there an opportunity to figure out, like maybe we ask the question of who's interested in a personalized protocol? And I don't know how we would do this. I'd have to think through it, but one way to get people engaged and get them kind of committed would be to like put them in breakout rooms with a consultant, even if it's not their consultant, to help them with their personalized plan. So they're leaving the session with their plan.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible, but yeah.
I do like that idea. I think we would have to just make it crystal clear that, hey, we're all a team that are here to help each other. Everybody's very qualified. They know their products. We are going to help you come up with these products as far as what's good for you, but we want you to shop with a consultant that invited you.
Oh, of course, like when
You
they
know what I mean?
go,
We'd have to
go to
make that
actually
very clear
purchase.
because sometimes people are like, oh, she seems knowledgeable. Maybe I'll go with her instead. That's
Mhm,
the only thing that I think some people might get a little nervous about that.
Sure.
Would it make the call? So, I mean, one of the big things about when we were on the call with the person, and I can't remember who spoke to this, but that it's a really fast call.
Yes,
That
it's not
like a
long, right.
30-minute call, and we're not gonna take much time. And yes, it's gonna be probably like a crazy amount of information, but you were invited by a consultant, and that's who you are. If you have any additional questions, that's
Yeah.
who your point person. So
Sure.
if we make it too long, I just think you lose people, or people don't
I
even
think
want to.
especially East Coast, that's going to be like starting at 8 p.m.
Yeah,
know?
so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't, I mean, maybe something like that moving forward, specialized. I think that's a really cool
Yeah.
idea.
I'm just trying
I
to think of a way someone can walk away with
Yeah.
something, because
So what about at the end? Like if you'd like to stay on and you want to go into a breakout room, we have a couple people who will be staying on the call to do that.
Uh-huh.
You could do it that way because my recollection is the same as Amy's. Because even when I was thinking like, how long am I going to talk for? It's like a minute. I'm talking for a minute,
Yeah,
90
really
seconds
short.
max.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be short and flow,
right.
We could say, I'm trying to think here. Let me do this. Copy.
I think people that show up are probably interested in starting something, but sometimes an extra step of, well, I learned all of this and now I have to go back to my consultant and now I have to find time to talk with the consultant. So I'm just thinking of a way to get them to walk away with
Mhm.
something, but I'll keep thinking on it.
We could do, again, I'm just thinking out loud.
You guys, I'm
Um,
so sorry. I have to go to school pick up here very soon. So I need
you're
to
fine.
jump
You're
off.
fine.
Okay. I will check back and just see if there's
Thanks
any
for joining,
changes.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, you guys. Bye-bye.
So I'll
Thanks.
put
hop
global
off.
expansion. I think that's really great for us to talk about it. And then this, I'll put a little bit smaller. And I think we could say, want your regimen now, and then add, let me go back and get some more text.
Gretchen, I'm willing to do the parts. Just let me know what you need me to do. I have to jump off also because I gotta go distribute things for fifth grade. We're doing signs
Okay.
in everybody's yard, so we gotta go pass them out today.
So we need either Hype Lady or Best Products for Best Price. Why now? It's time to join.
I'll probably do the right now the best products for best price. One of those two.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Perfect. All right. What's happening? Oh. Right. All right. So we are just in need of the hype person, it looks like, which is great. And then I need to put that QR code. And then I mean, her idea of this, we can definitely, like, anyone that wants to stay longer, have at it, we can help you live. So I'm gonna get this down a little. But great. So I'm gonna add Jen here. Does anybody else want these slides? I mean, you don't need to. I can also put them in boards too. Um, share that with her. And then I'll do this QR code after I make the video for that. And then I feel like the presentation's pretty ready to go. Everybody has their own little part. That's why it's kind of nice. Yeah, anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, I'll get that out so that people know, and then, you know, everybody can start inviting people, and we'll hopefully this will be really good. And then we can just keep replicating it, right?
Okay, so it's 8 PM on Tuesday.
Yes.
Are you sending, can we copy one, are you sending, will something be in boards or should we create our own?
For the invite,
Yeah,
there's one in there right now.
there is.
So,
Okay, you showed.
you
I'm
go
sorry.
to-
I was listening. I just didn't.
Yeah, it's
I'm
in
totally
Telegram
fine.
too. Yeah.
Don't worry
Okay.
about it. So
Okay.
it's right here, the Team Glow Live workshop. I just put it at the top left, and that's so the link's right there that you can share to social, you can text people, any of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, what? I
Gotcha.
think I'm gonna have my assistant, I have her doing project broadcast. So for whoever I have phone numbers for in the downline, maybe I'll try and have her send this out via text and see how that goes. But I wonder if now is too early for that. You know what I mean? Like, are people gonna put it on their calendar, or is it gonna be like that's
I mean, I think you have to do like it in 3
you
steps. Like, I think you have to keep sending it because
send
it's a
it now and
holiday.
ask people to invite people?
Right, it's a holiday weekend and I think people need to put things on their calendars, but then also be reminded.
Right. Okay, I will contact Amanda and see if she can. Normally I know how to do things. I have to say I'm project broadcast crippled because she has handled all of that for me. So. All right.
Oh, no.
Did it not cook? Sorry.
Okay, well, thanks you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
I'll see you. Have a good rest of your day.
You
You too.
too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.